Alaska Garden. I'm with UAF Cooperative Extension Service and Tanana Chiefs Conference. I'm here in Homer, Alaska, checking out all the cool things farmers are doing here to extend the season, like high tunnels, hoop houses, low tunnels, and also the other cool tools they're using as small-scale farmers. I'm here with Carey Restino at Homer Hilltop Farm. She's going to show us a lot of cool tools she uses that are sustainable, designed for no or low till. The first thing she's going to show us is her tilther.
Yeah, so I've really invested the last couple years in a few of these tools that have come out and are helping a lot with small-scale farm operations. And this tilther, we use this especially for tilling in amendments, you know, if we're doing succession plantings, several plantings over the year. And it only tills the first couple inches of the soil, and it mixes in the amendments without disturbing the lower structure. So I'm gonna
and that helps keep the seed bank undisturbed.
Right, the weed seed bank undisturbed, and also the mitochondria and all the workings, worms even, you want there.
Right.
It doesn't disturb them. So it's a minimal till. So, and it's really low tech. It also, the handle, there's a string that operates the handle, and less parts to break is a good thing on a farm.
Just uses a regular drill you'd already have.
That's true, although you do want to make sure you don't overuse the drill, so you give it a break between rows. So.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So that's how it works, and it gives you a pretty awesome seed bed in which you can do lots of use a lot of different seeders. But some of the seeders require the beds to be a little more tamped down before they can work, and especially the 6-row seeder, which we use for all of our greens. So this particular implement does a pretty good job of flattening the ground for us. And
what's this one called?
Seed prep flattener. I'm not really sure what the name of this was. But you can see it, and you can actually put weights on it too, like a concrete block.
Oh, okay.
But it sort of just tamps the soil down. I'm just going to move this over here. It's pretty heavy. And the implement that is most affected by this, the bed not being perfectly flattened down, is this 6-row seeder, which is a pretty good investment for a small-scale farm. But if you use it properly, it can make seeding greens, like we grow a lot of, really easy. So it has just very small divots and little brushes. And the brushes you can raise and lower, that impacts how many seeds get into each of those holes. So you can move this bar back and forth to change the seed size, and the pulleys can be adjusted to change the spacing that'll make it turn faster or slower.
And do you want to put equal amounts of seeds in each of those slots?
Yeah, there's really, you have to very much fine tune for each variety of seed. So what we do is we measure the amount of seed that we put into each one. We weigh the whole thing. We seed the bed, and then we weigh it again so we can see how much seed we've put in. That way, if for some reason it's not putting enough in, after a couple years anyway, we'll know that that we're not getting enough in, and then we won't have to wait until the seeds germinate to see that. So, but it's a super simple design as well. You're just pushing this over, and there's divots underneath it that are created by these pieces here, and then this roller in the back covers that up. So some of the more simple seeders, you have to then cover your seeds up. This one does it for you.
Nice.
So it's a really one-pass deal, and you just roll it along. It takes longer to put the seeds in and get the seeds out than it does to seed your bed.
Oh, yeah.
So that works pretty well for some varieties, but it is really a dense seeding implement.
Uh-huh.
And if you are looking for something that requires a little more spacing, this Jang seeder is definitely more of a workhorse. So this one sort of replaced the Earthway, which a lot of people are familiar with, and it uses gravity to put your seeds in instead of requiring them to come up and over in a Ferris wheel action. This one, the seeds drop down, go straight through and come out. And there's all kinds of different plates you can put in for different seed varieties. This one's set up for carrots right now. And there are different spacings that go with gears in here and on this wheel here. So you can do all different things. Everything from corn or peas, you know, something that requires a lot of space, to carrots. And it has the same as the 6-row seeder. It actually creates a furrow, and then it covers it up with the back wheel.
Nice.
So they sell a 3 and even a 6
Oh, wow.
section one, but those get really expensive.
Yeah.
So,
And as far as pricing goes, the Earthway seeder is a little bit cheaper,
right,
and this one costs.
several $100s more.
Okay.
The Earthway is definitely sort of your entry level, but when you start getting into larger scale commercial production, a single poorly seeded crop can really set you back.
Yeah.
So having tools that do what you need them to do consistently, that you can depend on, is priceless.
It's worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a small investment for a lot of frustration.
Yeah.
So
Okay, great.
so then we have the quick cut greens harvester.
Okay,
Maybe we can
let's
show
go
that
check
to you
that
next.
out. Yeah. So this is a quick cut greens harvester?
Right, so this is a tool we got last year. It's from Farmer's Friend, and it's revolutionized our greens harvesting. We used to have a crew of a couple people work on a 15-foot bed like this, and it would take them somewhere around 20 minutes to cut that with this with knives. With this machine here, it takes about 2 minutes.
Oh, cool.
So it really changes the game and makes greens harvesting something that's economically
A lot more
possible.
efficient.
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
So it works by, there's basically this green rope structure here that will shove the greens into the basket, and there's an oscillating knife edge there that will actually cut the greens, and it all works on a DeWalt drill, and so pretty simple stuff, but a total game changer as far as how quickly and efficiently you can move.
So let's see how this works.
All right.
Wow.
So it cuts the
Pretty
greens
slick.
pretty quick right off there, and then you can take them to a tote, shove them in like that, and go to the bagging station and wash them up.
That's great. Well, thanks for showing us all these cool tools that you use on your small sustainable farm, Carey.
Oh, I'm glad to share it. Thanks.